Welcome to this week's Hebrew class, and today we are also doing a revision from Yehuchanan, which is John 13, revision part B, and we will be dealing with verses 21 to 38. And the aim of this is so that we can see how much we can remember and see how we're going with learn the Hebrew. And naturally, if you are still relatively new, you might want to go back to the normal lessons, but this is for those a little bit more advanced. So let us begin now, and we will do as usual, which is we have the Nakud vowel markings and useful resources for anyone who still hasn't got those resources. They're very useful when we're verifying the meanings, because translations are not always correct, so we often have to check with do it in Hebrew. But that other resource right there, BeitHamashiach.com, is a great source which gives you ancient Hebrew, gives you modern Hebrew, gives you transliteration, gives you the Greek. So it's really quite a fantastic thing. And of course, our chart here reminds us how to use the vowels. So let us begin. Right, and we see we're in revision, we're in chapter 13, verse 21, and it's represented by a Kaf value of 20 and the left value of 1. And we go, Vehi, and it was kalot, which is, it could be like or when finished. Because again, we've got kal, which is like all, or in this case, it's when finished. Yahushua, ledaber, meaning to speak, ha-davarim, meaning the words, ha-ele, these, va-yi-ba-hel, and he was troubled. And the translation, and it was when finished Yahushua, to speak the words, these, and he was troubled. And then we have Barucho, meaning in, that's the bet, his spirit. Vaya'ad, and testified. Vayomer, and he said, Amen, Amen, meaning truly, truly. Ani, I am, Omer, saying, lakem, to you, ki, that, echad, meaning one. Translation now, in his spirit, and testified, and he said, truly, truly, I am saying to you that one, me, kem, from you, because kem is the normal suffix which means you. Yim sereni, which means shall hand me over. Right? And from you, it's plural, shall hand me over. And now we come to Kaf 20, Vayat 2. We're in 22. And we move to this one, Vayabitu, which is, and they looked. Talmidayev, meaning his disciples. Vayitmehu, and they were astonished, or they showed astonishment. Ish, meaning a man. L2, re'ehu, meaning his companion. Ki, for, navoku, for they were perplexed. And they looked, his disciples, and they showed astonishment, a man to his companion, for they were perplexed. Velo, and not yadu, they did know, or they knew, al, concerning, about, me, who, the bear, meaning he spoke. And not they knew about whom he spoke. And we have Kaf 20, Gimel 3. We're in verse 23. And it is the Echad, and one, mi Talmidayev, from his disciples, Ashir, that Yahushua, Ahevo, meaning he loved. Mesev, reclined. So it is, and one from his disciples that Yahushua, he loved, reclined. And now we come to 23b, al, which can mean upon, and then we've got chek. Chek is his bosom or lap. So let's just say it's lap, upon his lap. And whose lap? Yahushua. So upon the lap of Yahushua. Then we have a kaf, value of 20, dalet, value of 4, 24. Vayirmaz lo, and hinted to him, which is the lo, to him. Shimon, that's Shimon, of course. Kepha, Shimon Kepha. Lidros, which is to seek, because darash is to inquire or seek, right? To seek. Me, who, and then who in the Hebrew means he, who he. And we could say who he was, so we understand in context. They this, Asher, that. So let's have a look. And hinted to him, that's the one reclining on Yahushua's lap, which we know is Yehuchanan. Shimon, Kepha, to seek whom he was, this, that. Diber, he spoke, alev, about him. Right, now it's translated there. He spoke about him. So let us move to the next part. We're in verse 25, which is represented with a kaf and a hey. Hey is the fifth letter alphabet, and now we read, Vayi fall, which means, and he fell, al, upon, lev, the heart, Yahushua, Vayomer, and he said, Elev, unto him, Adoni, my master, me, who, so we could say, who is he? Who is he? Right, and the translation, and he fell upon the heart. You could say the heart of Yahushua, and he said to him, my master, who he is. And now we're in Kaf 20, Vav 6. And we move to Vaya'an, and he answered, Yahushua, Hine, behold, they this, or this is who, he, this is he, Ashir, that, et bol. Now the aleph means I, and to bowl means to dip. I dip. Peru sati, which means my peace. Le tita, to give it. It's tricky here because we've only got the tav there. We haven't got the normal word for natan. Right? The nuns are gone, right? But it still means the same. To give it. That's the hey at the end. Translation, and he answered Yeshua, behold, this is he that I am dipping my peace to give it. And then lo is to him, vayit bo, and he dipped, et, now it's dipped as being a completed action because of the vav and the yod in front of it, like a prefix, right? Et, grammar marker, peru sato, which means grammar marker, his peace. Vayiten, meaning, again, it's got these two, so it means it's a completed action, and gave, and he gave. El to Yehuda, to Yehuda, which we know also as Judas. Ven, meaning son of Shimon, son of Shimon. And it means to him, and dipped, grammar marker, his peace, and gave it to Yehuda, son of Shimon. Ish, meaning a man of Keriot, which meant, if we remember, meant the districts, the man of the districts, the suburbs, we could say too. Right, and then we look at here it is, a man of Keriot, the districts. So we've dealt with that before. It's not his name, in other words. And now we have Kaf 20, Zion 7. So we're in verse 27. All right, verse 27 begins, the achare means an after, vilo, which means his swallowing. So the root there must be these three letters, his swallowing. Ba came, ha-satan, meaning the Satan. El to kir bo, to his insides, because karav means in, within, right, as to his insides. Vayomer, and he said, Elev, to him, and now who's saying it? Yahushua. And after his swallowing came the Satan to his insides, and he said to him, Yahushua, et, grammar marker, ashir, what, ta'aseh. We know that aseh means to do. What you will do, we could say, you will do, because the tav tells us it's also like a second person. Aseh, meaning do, mehera, speedily, because mahar is to do quickly, right? Grammar marker, what you will do speedily. And then we come here. Kaf 20, Chet 8. Men, and from Hamsubim, and it means the ones dining. So, and from the ones dining, lo not, yada, knew or did know, not did know, ish, a man, al, which is about or concerning, may, which is what, diber, he spoke, Elev to him kazot, like this. So let's have a look. And from the ones dining not did know a man about what he spoke to him like this. So no one knew why he was talking like that. And then we have a calf, 20, tet, 9. We're in 29. Ki, for, yesh, some. So yesh can be some. Asher, whom. And this one is the grammar rule. Choshvu. Choshvu. They thought. They is the vav at the end. Ki, for. Amar, he said, Elev to him, Yahushua, Kene, which means by, la nu, for us, by for us. For some whom they thought that he said to him, Yahushua, buy for us. And then we have Zarke, the necessities of. Chag, meaning the feast. Or la tet, again, to give, right? Now, the nuns are dropped off, but it is natan. La tet, to give. La ev, right? La ev yonim. La ev yonim, meaning to the poor. Ya'an, on account. So ya'an can be on account. Asher, that. Kiss, the pouch. Ha kesef, the pouch of the silver, we could say. The necessities of the feast, or to give to the poor, on account that the pouch of the silver, beyad, in the hand of Yehuda, in the hand of Yehuda. Right, now we come to 30, and it's represented with lamed, and then we have a vahu, so it means and he, the kach to, in his taking, because we know kach is to do with to take, right? In his taking, et, grammar marker, peru sat, a piece, ha lechem, of the bread, mi hair, speedily or hastened, la set, to depart, ha chutza, and it means outside, to depart to the outside, we can say. Right? And we look at the translation, and he, in his taking, grammar marker a piece, of the bread, hastened to depart outside. And then we have the laila, and night, haya, was, or it was. And night was. Now in 31, we have lamed, 30, and a left one. And it is who, which again is he. And we're talking about Yehuda. Yatsa, departed. The Yahushua, and Yahushua, Amar, he said, Ata, now. Nit pa'ar, is esteemed. Ben, meaning the son. Ha-Adam, of man, the son of man. Translation, he, Yehuda, departed, and Yahushua said, now is esteemed the son of man. The Ha-Elohim, and the Elohim. Nit pa'ar is esteemed. Bo in him. And the Elohim is esteemed in him. And then we have a Lamed 30 Vayet 2. And it is hen, which can also be here is. Because it's not hine, it's hen, meaning, which can also mean they, but in this case it means here is ha Elohim, the Elohim, nit pa'ar, esteemed, bo in him, vagam, and also ye pa'arenu, and shall esteem him. Ha Elohim, the Elohim, be'atzmo, in his self. Translated often as in himself, right? But literally it's in his self, right? Here is the Elohim esteemed in him, and also shall esteem him, the Elohim, in his self. And we're in part B now, and it's uvimhera. Uvimhera. And it means, and in a hurry, because again we got mahar there. In a hurry, and in a hurry, ya fa'arehu, will esteem him. That means quickly it's going to happen. And in a hurry will esteem him. Lamed 30 Gimel 3. Banai, my sons. Ad, which is still. Ma'at, meaning a little. Miz'ar. Miz'ar means minimal. So minimal time, we could say. Yea, meaning I am. It's also the name of Yahweh, right? Yea. Imakem, with you. Atem, you. Tavak shuni, you shall seek me. Right? The translation, my son, still a little. Minimal time. I am with you. You shall seek me. V'ka'asher, and like that, amarti, I have said, or I did say, El to ha Yehudim, the Jews, the Yehudim, ki, that, El to asher, where ani, I am holek, going, lo, not. And like that, I've said to the Yehudim that to where I am going not. And it is tuklu, you are able. Because the Tav tells us the second person, or you, with that as well. You are able. Lavo, meaning to come. Shema, there. Ken, honestly. Ken can be so, or yes, or honestly. Ani, I am. Omer, saying, Aleikem, unto you, ata, which means now. You are able to come there. Honestly, I am saying to you now. And we have a Lamed 30, Dalet 4. So we're in 34. Mitzvah. A mitzvah is a commandment. A commandment, chadashah, chadasha, meaning new. Ani, I am noten giving, lakem to you, asher that, to a havu. We see a hav is in there, meaning love. You shall love. Ish, a man, et, grammar marker, achiv, his brother. A commandment new I am giving to you, that you shall love a man, grammar marker, his brother. Ka'asher, like that, ahavti, I have loved. Et kem, grammar marker, kem is you, ken, so, gum also, atem, you, ish, a man, et, grammar marker, achiv, his brother, te'ehavun, you shall love. And the un on the end is like the plurality of you. Like that, I've loved, grammar marker, you, so also you, a man, grammar marker, his brother, you shall love. And now we got Lamed 30, Hey 5. Bazot. In this, Yadu, they shall know, because Yada means to know. Kulam, meaning all of them. Ki, that. Talmidim, meaning disciples. Atem, you. Li, to me. Tish, kon. If will dwell, because shakan is to dwell. So, in this they shall know, all of them, that disciples you are, we could say, to me, if will dwell, because literally it's just saying will dwell, right? If will dwell. Ahava, meaning love. Benei kem, meaning between you, because ben means between you. Love between you. Right, and now we have Lamed 30, Vav 6. We're in verse 36. Vayomer, which of course means, and he said, Elev, unto him, Kepha, which is Peter, of course, Adoni, my master, Anna, which means where to, Telek. Now again, it's second person, means you, and lek is go. Vaya'an, and he answered. Oto, him, Yeshua. So let's see. And he said to him, Kepha, my master, where to you will go? And answered, and he answered him, Yeshua. L2, asher, where, ani, I am holek, going, shema, there, lo, not, to kal, you are able, ata, now, la, ket, to go. Because it's got lek in the middle, right? Telling us it means to go. Acharai, mean after me. The yod is me, and the char is after. Acharai. Translation, to where I am going, there, not you are able now to go, after me. The acharei, and after, ken, so. and it's translated normally as afterwards. Telek, meaning you shall go or you shall follow. Acharei, after me. And afterwards, you shall follow after me. And now we have Lamed 30, Zion 7. Vayomer, and he said, Elev, unto him, Kepha, Peter, Mado. All right, so Mado is for what reason, right? Or why? Lo not, ukal. Now with the left there, it means I am able. Ata, now, la leket, to go or to follow. Translation, and he said unto him, Kepha, why not I am able now to go or follow. Achareka, meaning after you. Hen, behold, nafshi, my soul. Behold my soul or my life. Eten, meaning the aleph is I give. Ten is give. The ad, which is on account. Ba'ad. Nafsheka, your life, on account of your life. After you, behold my life, I will give on account of your life. And then we have a Lamed 30, Chet 8. Vaya an, and he answered, Oto, him. And now who answered? Yeshua, ha titen. And it's like a question. Will you give? Because the hey makes it a question there. Nafshika, meaning your life. Ba'ad, again, on account or behalf of. Nafshi, my soul. Amen, amen, which means truly, truly. And he answered him, Yeshua, will you give your life on behalf of my life? Truly, truly. And we're in the second part of 38 now. Ani, which means I am, Omer, saying, Beterem, it means when before or just before. Yikra, which means he shall call or it shall call. Ha tar ne gol, tar ne gol, the rooster. Techachesh, you shall deny. Again, the tav is telling you, second person, you shall deny. Be in me, literally, or just translated as me. Shalosh, meaning 3. Pe'amim, meaning times. So, I am saying, when before he shall cry out, the rooster, you will deny me 3 times. That brings us to the end of that chapter. And just a reminder, we have the vowel markings, which are the most important so that you can read properly. And of course we have firstly the cholam, and it's always the sound of the vowel is in accordance with the first vowel in it. So it's cholam. So we know it's an O sound, right? Now this is a shava, which sort of breaks the word up into syllables. And sometimes it's vocal, sometimes not, meaning it would be Sheva or Shava. Right? And then it's Segol, so it gives you the E sound, Se. This is a longer E sound, Zere. And this is a short A sound, Patak. And this is a longer A sound, Kamatz. And this is a Shuruk, so it's a U sound. And this is also a Kubutz, an U sound. This is a Kataf Segol, which means after the syllable, it's an E sound, as in Segol. And then we have Chirik, Chirik. So we know it's an E sound. And this is Kataf Patak. So it's a short A sound after the syllable mark. And then we've got a Kataf Kama. It's a longer A sound. Okay, and it brings us to the end. And we see now the useful resources again, and do it in Hebrew dictionary. And of course, all the values of the letters. And we need to get used to them. So Zadeh has a value of 90. Pei or Fei has a value of 80. Ayin has a value of 70. Samek has a value of 60. Nun has a value of 50. And Mem has a value of 40. So we just refresh our memory on those ones. And I do pray that these are blessing you again, and that you are doing some of the other lessons so that this one, a revision one, will be a lot easier if you've done the other ones. And so I just want to wish you a Shavua Tov, and I pray you are blessed by doing Hebrew, the original tongue of the Scriptures. Amen.